How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm Mark with Belvoro, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing this dash cam that I got sent. So this is it just says 4K Ultra HD dash camera. Doesn't have a brand on here, but this was sent to me. A company reached out, they wanted me to review it, so here I am reviewing it. So here's some features of it, and this is just like it's technically some Chinese brand, I'm not sure, but it's essentially a no-name brand. It's not a well-known brand anyways, but that's not really a big deal. There's their email, dc@umail.com. So it's got 4K UHD recording, we'll see about that, 360 rotating rear camera, so this is front and rear, and a parking monitor. Now I keep my car parked in the garage, but when I'm parked at work, that'd be nice to have. But let's get this bad boy open and see what's included. Because if this can be wired into the 12-volt adapter, I will go ahead and connect it. If I've got to start splicing into wires, I am not connecting it. And that is what I told them. It must be easy to use. I'm not doing anything more complex, because that's when people usually just go to an audio shop and have them do it for them. Because Lord knows I'm not an audio master or a master of electronics on cars. And I can change oil and change parts and stuff, but nothing crazy. So we got a quick start guide, or a quick using guide. Got some information on there. And I'll put a link to this product down below if you're interested in checking it out on Amazon, I believe. The dash cam needs a 5-volt, 2-amp power supply to work. Please make sure the cigarette lighter power supply is 5-volt, 2-amp. I believe mine is. It says please insert a branded micro SD card. If they didn't send me a micro SD card, and I don't know, I guess we're not going to test the recording out because I don't have one. After plugging in... Okay, sorry, camera was being weird and randomly stopped recording on me. But anyways, I got the box open. So yeah, we got a cigarette lighter adapter, which that's good. That way I don't have to splice into anything. We have got a suction cup for mounting. And we've got camera. I think this is the rear-facing camera. Nice long cord, so you can go all the way around the car. What do we got in here? Got a micro SD card adapter, so you can plug it into your computer, I believe. Some little adhesive mounting thingy-bobbers, and a little pry tool, scraper thing. Open this up. Let me read through this real quick. Alright, so it does look like there's an app you gotta download. They got the QR code right here. You gotta do all this to set it up. I record with my phone, so I won't be able to show you this part. But I doubt everyone has the same exact phone as me anyway, so it's gonna be a little bit different for you. This is basically going over all the features. It's saying how to plug it in, route the camera, blah, 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 blah. The other way to wire the back camera, that's going to be interesting. We have to figure that one out. Probably run the wire up along the seal. Then we got the instructions in, I believe that's Chinese. I think in here, what is in here? The main camera. How do you open this box? Yep, that looks like the main camera unit. It's a little compact guy. Well, that's cool. So I'm going to have to, I think I'll get an SD card, and I'll probably test this for a week, and then come back and let you know how it goes. But yeah, let me get this in my car, and if I can get it powered on, I'll show you guys some features of this thing. Okay guys, so I'm in the car, got it hooked up now, so here's the camera right here. Let's see if, I don't know what all these buttons do, I still got to play around with it. But it's got a front and rear camera. I managed to connect it with the app. The app communicates to your phone or the camera through Wi-Fi. So you connect it to a Wi-Fi network that has no internet, and then it allows you to something. This is still recording and saving recordings. It must have some sort of internal memory, because I'm not seeing anything about an SD card that comes with it. But I'm still playing around with this. This is all new to me, so there's a lot of stuff I'm going to have to figure out. But basically the way I did it, so you see the cords. This inner cord is for the rear camera, this outer cord is the power. So I routed both that way, and then the power comes down here, goes under there, and then comes up around here. It's plugged in the cigarette lighter. And then the rear camera, I have it tucked all the way, you can't even see, and I know it's dark, but you wouldn't be able to see the wire anyways because I have it tucked in the trim all the way to the back. Now I do have a hatchback, so it's going to be interesting. Now the back camera only attaches with adhesive. I wouldn't say it attached to the glass, I attach it to the little, my stoplight is up on top, I attached it there to the stoplight housing. The front camera, however, does connect with a suction cup, so that's cool. But I mean, we'll have to see how this stuff goes. I'm going to drive with this for about a week, and then I will report back my findings with it. So yeah, in the next part of this video you will see me having some experience. And just to show you the rear camera works, I figured it out. It looks like this button here. Front camera, the rear camera pops up there. That's the back. That's recording front and back. I don't know what all these buttons do, but like I said, I'm not an expert on this, but I'm just doing a review. Alright, I'm just taking a closer look at the camera. It does look like they included a 64 gigabyte SD card. Let me see if I can pull this out one-handed. Come on. There we go. So, try not to drop it. 64 gig, little tiny thing. Get that back in there. Alright. I'm just playing around a little bit more. So it does have a power button up here. It does look like I just had it on. It turned off though. Probably didn't. There we go. So now we know what the buttons do. Mode, up, down, OK, menu. It's obviously not connected to anything right now. But yeah, pretty cool. Now one thing I did do is I put it to 1080p resolution because 4K takes up a lot of memory and 64 gigs is gonna get filled up in a day. So I put it down 1080p. That's good enough resolution for most things for me anyways. That's what I record my videos in, so it should be fine. Alright, so now I can finally conclude this video. I know it's just been a moment for you guys. For me, I have I've been without my car for a while. Last time I recorded some content, I had just gotten it back from the transmission replacement. And then there was a hailstorm, so it was gone for 2 weeks getting body work. Finally got it back so I could get the camera out and finish recording. So everything with this camera has been great, up until today. Now, I'm not really going to blame the camera for today. So I live in Texas. I noticed that after I came out to my car from work, my car was sitting out in the sun. This had fallen off, it was hanging by the cables, and it didn't turn on for a little bit when I started the car. And that was because it got too hot, it overheated. And this is electronic. Electronics overheat, they don't work. That's exactly what happened. After about 15 minutes of driving with the AC on, it finally kicked on once it cooled off. So good to know that, you know, if it overheats, it'll shut off, and then it'll come back on once it cools back off. Recording, I did bump it up to 4K. I got my own SD card to put in there, a bigger one. I bumped the recording up to 4K, and I did that because I realized that at 4K, when you're reviewing the video, if you need to zoom in, you're going to get better resolution. So the back camera was great too. The app integration, seamless. This was super easy to set up. I didn't have to hardwire in anything. The wires were long enough to reach around the car and tuck in and hide. Really happy with this. So again, the brand is Lamtto, Lamtto, you know, some Chinese brand. This goes for about $100. I'll put a link to their website and a link to it on Amazon. They have another camera on Amazon that's interesting looking as well. But yeah, no, this one's pretty good. I'm probably going to put it in my wife's car because I've got another camera to test. That way, you know, we both got dash cams and we can get everything recorded. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found this helpful on reviewing this product. If you did, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.